Togder Totem, a reimagined version of the fan favorite map Call of the Dead. Now, did many people like this map? I don't think many people like BO4, to be honest, in general.
Blown away!
Okay, so this is the Victus crew, if you can tell from Misty going into creative mode, which, I mean, it's kind of funny how literally every single Victus map is just the Victus crew trying to get something for Richtofen or something. Also, yes, the first power switch is there, and there are 3 of them. There's one just in spawn, there's another one in the original Call of the Dead power location, and then there's another one in another area which turns on the power fully. I then literally spent like 3 minutes looking for the first shield part that's in spawn, and I finally found it. Also, look, it's me!
Okay, guys, to get the Thunder Gun, you're going to need to find the triangular equation of X and multiply that by the power of Y, and then times it by X.
We do not care.
I then make my way to the lighthouse and spend another 5 minutes looking for the last part to the shield. Finally find the last part to the shield in round 7, and then build it, of course, at the lighthouse, and not really any other place to build it. I then buy the MX9, shoot this blue rock, which is element 115, and then I bring it to the hermit, which is what's his last name? Pablo Marinus. I then proceed to start a challenge, open up all the doors to get to the second power switch. And of course, I'm using the Ragnarok DG3 or whatever they're even calling this game. I'm pretty sure they're called the DG5 or something. But I'm using this special weapon because for the high round strategy, it's a 1-window strategy. And the zombies spawn extremely fast, of course, so you need something that will kill them fast. The death machine also works as well.
Boom, boom.
I then put a zipline crank on here and lower the zipline. Once you lower both ziplines, then you can go back to Pablo and he will give you a zipline handle, and then you'll be able to use the zipline to get to the last power switch. I then build a dynamite. It's used to break barriers that you can't break with points, and you actually have to use the dynamite for it. You get it by killing zombies that are on fire with snowballs. The reason you want to keep the dynamite is because the fire zombies do explode and do damage to you, and with the hearts, they don't spawn in, so it makes your life a lot easier. I then place the second zipline crank, lower the zipline, and then go back to Pablo to get the zipline handle.
Wait a minute!
I then use the zipline because I have the zipline handle, of course, and then turn on the last power switch. And of course, I get a horde of zombies up, use my special weapon around them so it kills them, and then I get the points from them, but it doesn't actually take them out. Well, I should have said that the other way around.
Can't stay in this. What's that noise?
I then do the free Thunder Gun Easter egg, and it's really, really easy. All you gotta do is throw snowballs at the targets that you saw. I just threw one right there. There's one at the Brood perk machine. There's one at the top of the ship. It's really easy, just next to the power switch. There's another one in the lighthouse, and the last one is down at the bottom of the ship in the water, and then the Thunder Gun will appear. Now, I don't know if you have to do it in a specific order, like I just said. I just did it in that order because I just wanted to get it as quick as possible. And I know this gun used to be extremely bad when TOG first came out. They literally wouldn't kill anything, I'm pretty sure, and also the added benefit that it does splash damage to you, but they then later buffed it. Now it's actually pretty viable. It does basically almost the same thing as the Thunder Gun, just a little worse. And not to mention it gets more ammo than the Thunder Gun, so in that way it is better, but the Thunder Gun's obviously gonna do more work than the Thunder Gun anyways. Then we'll try and hit the mystery box for the Helion Salvo. I ended up taking my very first down. It really could have been avoided. All I had to do was hold out the Thunder Gun. I don't know why I was holding out the gun that I got from the mystery box. Also, I had my special weapon available, so I really don't even know how I went down right there. So after taking that down, I decided to pack a punch my Thunder Gun so I could start doing the high round strategy a little bit earlier, just so I could build on my points, hit the mystery box some more, and hopefully get the Helion Salvo. Now, moving on to the high round strategy, but not really. You do need the Helion Salvo, but like I said, I was just going to build up my points so I could get it from the mystery box, because it is quite rare for some reason. I don't know why. It is technically a wonder weapon anyways, but for the high round strategy, all you have to do is sit right here next to the power switch, and all the zombies come from this one window. It's ridiculously fast. I don't even know what to say. You can get to round 100 on this map in like 2 hours. There are also dog rounds on Togder Totem, but I mean, it just makes it easier, and max ammos are literally the only thing. Ammo is the only thing you're gonna be running into problems with, unless you're using mega elixirs. I'm looking at you, Mr. T Lexify, or should I call you Mr. Tier Listify, because of all them tier lists you've been ranking. I then buy Stone Cold Stronghold, a really good perk, to be honest. I don't know why people rate it so low, because really, how are you supposed to do the high round strats if the zombies are going to be coming at your face at 50 miles an hour and just slapping you at the speed of light, and you don't have any armor to deal with that? A funny thing to mention here is that I literally have never used the Ragnaroks on BL4 up until this point, because there's just no need to. They're not even that good unless you're doing this strategy, and even then, I'm pretty sure the Death Machine is better. After getting a good amount of points, to say the least, I head back to the lighthouse, get a new shield, and then start hitting the mystery box for the Helion Salvo, of course, because there was no way I was getting to round 100 with just a Tundra gun. Usually what I would do to get the Usually what I would do to get the Helion Salvo is I would try to move the box to get fire sales. Then when I got a fire sale from a zombie, I would usually pop temp or a gift. That way it lasts a minute, and if you're using time slip, it's even better. You're guaranteed the Helion Salvo pretty much, but I managed to get it here without a fire sale at all. And that basically means I'm set up already. The setup on this map is super easy. I honestly think this map is easier than D Machine. It is 100% without a doubt the easiest map in Zombies history. Something really cool that happened is that I was just gonna pack punch 5 times my Helion Salvo, but the lighthouse decided to go and pack punch. So I was able to pack punches once, and that saved me a good amount of points, even though it doesn't even matter, because once you get set up, points do not matter at all. Now, moving on to the actual high round strategy here, all you have to do is just spam the Helion Salvo for the first 50 rounds, and you will never run out of ammo, because like I've said before, there's dog rounds, so you can get your ammo back, and if you just let a couple zombies in, you're gonna get drops, and you're most likely gonna get max ammo anyways. But after that, you're gonna have to start conserving your shots more, but it's so easy even then. All you gotta do is wait for at least you see a bunch of zombies, just use a Helion Salvo shot and just do that every single time, and you're never gonna run out of ammo. It's ridiculously easy. And of course, also use your Ragnaroks whenever you get that charge. So using this strat, I was easily able to fly through the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and even the 80s. And then I got to the 90s, and I started to realize how slow it got. If you want to see what it looks like in action, this is literally all you have to do. If you get a max ammo when you have a lot of ammo, just spam your Helion Salvo, and you're gonna go through the round in probably like 2 minutes or less. Or even in the 90s, it's still fast, but you'll start to notice, because there's like 800 plus zombies on the 90s, you'll start to notice how slow it gets. And then of course, whenever you get your Ragnaroks, just put it down, and it usually kills about 80 to 100 zombies. It really depends on how fast they're spawning in. And then I'd say about 3 hours, 20 minutes in, I hit round 100. My very first round 100 on BF4, it felt really good. Felt really good to just camp in a corner, you know. That's just all of BF4, but no, for real, first round 100 in BF4, it felt extremely good to do. But of course, because it's BF4, if you, whatever round you exit on, let's say round 34, if you die or you exit out of the game, and we'll say you survive 33 rounds, so it subtracts 1 round, so you gotta go to round 101 if you just want to say you survived 100 rounds, which luckily I ended up getting a dog round on round 100. But I didn't stop there. I tried going even farther, because I always stopped at round 100. I wanted to see if I could push myself, go a little bit farther, and I ended up getting to round 110, which it only took me, like, I'd say 20-30 minutes, which is kind of insane for only 10 rounds. But then again, I'm pretty sure I got to like 1,000 plus zombies per round, which is a pretty good achievement for me. And of course, because Wraithfires are really bad in this strategy, whenever you get an insta-kill, you should always use them instead of using your ammo, because it just saves your ammo, of course, and it kills a bunch of zombies. And of course, you guess what round I got to? 115. I also figured out that if you want to actually kill zombies with the Wraithfire later on, all you have to do is throw the Wraithfire where the zombies are coming from, and then you just prone to the point where you're laying down. And the zombies, I don't know why, they just can't hit you, and they just all die. And it saves you a bunch of ammo, to be honest. I then stopped at round 116, so say you survive 115 rounds. Also, using this strategy with double XP, I managed to get an entire prestige from just getting the round 100, which is honestly insane. I always had to use a Blood of the Dead strategy with 4 players.